of you all have been really wanting to know what I've been doing to keep my abdominals tight, to get that 12-pack, 6-pack. So I'm gonna bring you over to show you how to do exercises for your abdominals to get them flat and tight. And we're gonna use the stability ball first. So this is a great exercise that I'm gonna show you how to use the stability ball. Bam. The stability ball, awesome. You may have this at Walmart or Target. Any local store. I'm just gonna move this over to the side. The very first exercise is hand to foot exchange. What you're gonna do is lay on the ground, put the stability ball in front of you, get your ankles on the outside with the vertical lines facing you. Lay back, arms over your head, and you wanna lift up at the same time. Breathe out. Let the shoulders pull up off the ground. Reach, get that ball up to you. And come down slow, stretch. An inch off the ground, up. And down. Up. That's a great way to do abdominal exercises. Those really get that transverse line that you see on a lot of people that are really, really tight. Now, if that's too hard, you can bend your knees to modify. Let me show you. So make sure that when you're working your abdominals that you always squeeze and breathe out on the hard part. So squeeze and breathe out on the way up. Inhale and stretch, meaning open up those abdominals. Let the lower back relax on the way down, all right? The next exercise is a stability ball crunch. You probably are familiar with this exercise because this is the movement that we normally always do when we're on a stability ball. Now, you want to make sure that your stability ball is not too small, but big enough where you're not going to fall off, okay? Sometimes 55 centimeters, 65 centimeters is where you want to have the stability ball. So, you always want to make sure that you find the dot first, sit on top of it. Don't be afraid to fall off. If you fall off, it's okay. The ground is just there to protect you, okay? Keep your feet shoulder width apart. You want to make sure that you put your fingertips crossing the hands, crossing your shoulders, or fingertips at your temple. So I'm going to go ahead and cross my hands in front of the chest. I'm going to walk my feet down as my lower back is going down at the same time. Now I'm going to stretch over the ball, letting my lower back release and relax. Come up. Breathe up so that my shoulders are off the ground. You want to come up 45-degree angle and down. Stretch. I'm stretching my lower back over the ball and up. I'm breathing out 45-degree angle. I stop here when I feel the squeeze. Come all the way down, stretch, up, squeeze. So the goal here is to keep the ball completely still. Stretch and squeeze. You want to make sure that your heels are always digging down into the ground. Never move your feet because you'll fall off. So what you have to do is keep your heels down into the ground. I'm digging my heels into the ground to keep me still. My abdominals stay tight, my butt is up high. You want to make sure that your butt doesn't look like this when you come up. You don't want the butt to move forward and back, and you don't want the ball to move forward and back. You want to keep the ball still. How do I do that? Tighten my abs, tighten my butt, stretch, squeeze the butt, stretch, abs are tight, breathe out, squeeze the butt. As I'm squeezing my butt, I'm also digging my heels into the ground. Stretch, squeeze the butt. All right, now I'm gonna walk back slow, pushing my feet back into the ball, back tall, and I'm relaxed. All right, that's exercise number 2. Number 3, it's important that we work our lower back. A lot of times we neglect to work our lower back. So what we're gonna do is do a back extension on the stability ball. You're gonna bring your chest over the ball, toes are planted down into the ground, knees are bent. I'm gonna put my fingertips at my tempo. So notice that my butt and my back is in a straight line. I'm gonna come down so that my chin touches the stability ball, and I'm gonna lift up in 3, 2, 1, hold. Come down, 3, 2, 1, hold. Breathe out. Keeping my eyes down into the ground. My butt is tight, and also my toes. My toes are planted really strong into the ground. When you come up, you want to make sure that your legs don't straighten. You don't want to look like this. This is a no-no. You want to keep the knees bent. Come down. Inhale through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Come down. Nice and slow. Come up. Nice and slow. Eyes are still down. Come down and up. What am I working here? You're working your lower back. If you take a look, you should feel a nice dent, an indentation in your lower back coming all the way up to your mid back. Right in here, the muscle group that I'm working. Coming down, and I'm squeezing my lower back as I come up. Down. All right, so that's a great way to strengthen your lower back. When your lower back is strong, your abdominals are strong, okay? Next exercise, hanging abdominals. If it's really hard for you to hold your upper body, I'm gonna show you how you can modify this exercise. And really, the hanging abdominals, if you're not able to do these, then the movements that I just showed you on the stability ball crunchies, or the hand to foot exchange are great modifiers for this next movement. So come on over. Hanging abdominals, arms are gonna be on the wide grip. You wanna grasp this bar nice and strong. Bring your feet onto something so that you can get up here. And then you're gonna let your feet just hang. What you don't wanna do is bring the shoulders down. So all my weight is in my shoulders. This is a no-no. So relax, come back up, grab the bar, lift yourself up, hold this position. You're gonna bring the knees up, breathe out deep, come down. Stretch nice and long. Bring the feet underneath your hips, lift up, and come down. So if you come to the side of me, you'll notice that I'm not swinging. You don't wanna swing, you wanna go straight up, straight down. Breathe, and stretch those abdominals, keeping my abs and lower back completely flat, completely contracted and tight. Good. So I'm pulling my belly button back towards my spine as I lift up and I come down. So you want to get the thighs up as high as you can. Thighs up, knees up, heels up. Hold and come down slow. Stretch. All right. So you try that with the knees up. Now, you can also do this movement with your legs coming straight out, and I'll show you. Hands are wide, hang first, lift, come down slow. You always want to come down slow on the negative, and lift, come down slow. Make sure you're sturdy before you lift. Be still, up, and down. You can rep them out. And down, and and down. One more. And down. So you want to make sure you do these slow and controlled. It does not have to be fast. You want to feel every rep that you do. Next one, come on over. Last one I'm going to show you. The decline bench. These are the decline abdominal. You can do leg raises on the decline bench. I'm going to show you how to do a crunch on the decline bench. It really helps get the pooch right here, okay? Let's try it. I'm going to put my feet underneath the pad. Slide back so that my feet are hanging where my feet are against the pad. Pads on top of the toe. I'm going to cross my hands. Now I'm going to keep my elbows high. Keeping my elbows high gives me more of a distance from my belly button to my elbow. It's going to give you more resistance. So you have to work hard. Here I'm not working as hard. Elbows up high. Your abdominals are working really hard. You want to come down. If you come to the side, if you notice, I'm not going down with a flat back. That's a no-no. Going down with a flat back is a no-no. You want to make sure that you come down into a C position. So I'm curving my back down, opening out of my C. Up. Squeeze. Down. Squeeze. Down. Squeeze. Now, with this movement, if your decline is very, very low and you're hurting your lower back and your lower back is really hurting, then that means that this decline is down too far. You want to move it up, okay? Because your lower back, you want your lower back to hit first. Let that lower back hit first, then the middle back, then the upper back. So when I go down, I'm going down into a C position so that my lower back hits first, my middle back, upper, up. Now I'm coming up into a C position, chest up high. We'll do it again. Come down slow, stretch the muscle, squeeze the muscle. You always want to stretch on the way down. Open up those abdominals, stretch them long, and squeeze the abdominals on the way up. So you want to always feel like your abdominals are like a accordion. Stretch. Coming down, squeeze on the way up. Stretch, coming down, and squeeze on the way up. Your breathing is important when you're doing your abdominal exercises also. Your breathing is what gets those lines and the definition to pull out. It's the breathing. Breathe out very deep. Act like your abdominals are like a balloon. When you lift up and squeeze into your crunch position, you want to breathe out so deep that you release all the air out of your balloon. And then when you go down, you inhale so that you pull all the air back into your balloon. So if you can kind of think of your abdominals be a balloon, squeeze on the way up, inhale on the way down, breathe out on the way up, inhale on the way down, squeeze on the way up, relax on the way down. All right, so those are the 2 key points to remember. And you're gonna have you a nice 6-pack, 12-pack for this summer. Or even for the winter coming up too. So try those exercises. I want to hear from you. Let me know if you've been practicing. Every time you go into the gym, you are practicing to get better, to get stronger, to get tighter. And it's important that you focus and stay mentally ready to get your body right and get it tight. All right, it's MissFitBritt here. See you guys soon. Get the camera off me now.